Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Morning,
It's
morning.
Friday. Friday. And I guess Coy couldn't get out of bed. I sent him a link. He's probably
Thank
snoozing.
God it's Friday. Finally, Friday. I know a lot of people feel like, yay. I used to get excited over that, the weekend. Now it's like,
Yeah, when you worked all week, it was a big deal.
yeah. And now it's
But
like,
most of my life, I worked on Saturdays. So
I was gonna say for some people their week starts on Friday or something, like different
yeah,
working places or their shift actually starts their week. So but yeah, I don't know. I think did y'all get any man? Dude, Kentucky got hammered last night, man, and West
we didn't get
Tennessee and
anything.
places. Ooh, there's video everywhere of tornado alleys, man, just destructing. I think it was Lexington or yeah, Lexington, Kentucky or Louisville, either one of those. I think it might have been Lexington or something. Man, they got hammered with. I mean, just
Really.
demolished with
It's
tornadoes.
crazy, these storms, man. It's
I
freaking
mean, I know
crazy.
it's spring. That's what it does. The cold
Yeah,
air,
that's what it
the
does.
warm, and all that stuff. But man, it just seems like it's really, you know,
Yeah, it's just weird.
like it's really extreme this year. Like it's been like ever since we started getting the cold spells. Like I woke up last
Yeah.
night and I was like, "Who the freak turned my heat on?" You know what I mean? I'm like, "Why did you turn the heat on? I am burning up in this house." So I turned the air on. I said, "Honey, this is crazy. You can't just turn the
I
heat
turned the
on.
heat on.
It's
I
60
turned
something
the heat
degrees
on.
out at night. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
cold. Keep the heat
Yeah. So
off, man. My
when you
wife
take blood
sits around
thinners, it
freezes
gets
all the
cold.
time. Yeah, but I mean, she's cold natured, man. Like she'll sit around with a
Cold
warm
hearted
spoon. Yeah.
woman in love with. Oh,
And
yeah.
but yeah, it's like, man, this is insane because I was like, it's 67 outside, especially like through the night. So I know that kind of weather is storm weather, because summer weather is kind of different through the night. Yes, it's a different warmth, but there's more, drier air, stuff like that. And I don't know, it kind of storm season is
Yeah.
so different.
You got winter air, you got spring air, and you got summer air. You got, and fall air. They're all different.
Oh yeah. By the way, good morning, everybody. This is Ray and John. So I'm on bottom, Ray and John's on top.
That
Uh,
did sound right.
yeah, this is for your morning entertainment only. Uh, so take it with a grain of salt. Anything we say can and will be held against me.
Never know
uh,
what you'll hear on here.
exactly.
Somebody left a comment on the rabbit hole. They said this rabbit hole goes in all kinds of directions. And I made a comment back. Well, yeah, that's what the rabbit hole does. It goes in
Well, yeah,
all kinds of
a
directions.
lot of because a lot of people see it and they think conspiracy or rabbit hole, and it should just go down one way.
No, it goes
I
down
don't
and
look at
branches
it like
off
that.
to
Yeah, I look at
thousands
it
of
as
holes.
like like because some rabbit holes just go straight down. You know what I mean? I look at it as like
Right.
the ant's house. Their little
Yeah, where it has
burrows.
different all levels of
Yeah, they
layers
have
of where you
different
can
little places,
travel.
and the way
Yeah,
we do with the rabbit hole is we
we
go
travel
down
all.
and we can branch off but we always try to stay near that conspiracy, that deepness and questionable
Yeah,
things with the topic. And
exactly.
that's why we like to do the Wednesday night live, because the topic is planned to do the topic, but we have it like just open, like we can adventure off topic
Yeah.
and kind of branch into whatever we want to
Yeah,
talk
we
about.
start with a topic and then we just go anywhere from there. You know
um,
what I mean? So
yeah, so but if you're out there watching, I hope you guys are having a good morning. I know the weather is really nasty out
shitty
there in
where
the
I'm at.
south
We got
and
rain
the
all the way next
yeah,
week.
in the east.
Rain, rain,
Good
rain,
morning,
rain,
Tom.
rain.
It's that's what that's what I don't
Good
understand.
morning.
It's like But your weather is going to be what's your temperature is going to be? Like today, 80, it's going to be 80, 81 tomorrow, and then it's going to drop to 53 Sunday, Monday, 50, back to 46 Tuesday.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Then jump back up to 61 Wednesday and 60s by next weekend. So, what do you say? Just sub? Oh, cool, man. Yeah, man. We enjoy that. You know, this is not my channel. This is Retired Riders. I just come on and we have a good time talking and, you know,
just talking about
entertaining people. You know, we like to entertain. We are entertainers. I'm not now. I can't speak for John, but I'm not a influencer or any of that nature. I don't call myself that. Am I a creator? Sure, to a point, but I'm not like out here directing my videos and trying to make movies. So I'm just entertainment.
I'm not a movie.
I'm basically for entertainment, you know, and my channel is for entertainment. You know, news, not really news. It's got political stuff. But when I say political stuff, they think a lot of people automatically go to like political talk, like bad. You know what I mean? Like I like to critique other videos, and if you see my channel, it shows me kind of, you know, not really laughing at the left, but kind of, you know, just kind of critiquing and
I can laugh at the left
voicing
and the
my
right.
and yeah, exactly. And I'm voicing my opinion and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, you know, I get a tickle out of saying, you know, exactly getting, you know, I get a kick out of exposing, you know, how wackadoodles they are, you know, and laughing. So
not just the left. The left is not the only wackadoodles out there.
No, I'll roast them all, man. I like to roast them all.
Wackadoodles on the right. There's wackadoodles in the middle, and there's wackadoodles in the left. They're all wackadoodles.
Yeah, I like to roast them all. You know, so it's not just political talk. It's motorcycle rallies, events, you know, as well.
He's just shamelessly down there plugging his channel. You know how it goes.
Yeah. That's good, though.
Check him out, Raysmotolife.
Yeah, but I mean, if you like that stuff, if you don't, you don't. I mean, really, there's no need to.
They gotta check it. They gotta check it out before they know if they like it or not. Good video yesterday. Good video you put out yesterday.
That's what I was telling you, Roto. Yeah, the video you put, probably the one he was talking about with the motorcycle.
Oh, the motovlog.
Yeah, the motovlog. Yeah.
Just my thoughts, you know. I just noticed that my other videos do better than the motovlogging, but that might be just me. That might be just me. I suck at motovlogging. That could be the case, you know, which is fine. Everybody's got their thing, you know what I mean? I'm better talking like this or doing.
Well, that's why I said I don't like to be put in a category of influencer or creator or this or that. You know what I mean? I don't care for that. I'm just entertaining. You know what I mean? Entertainment. It's just for entertainment.
You're an entertainer, all right.
Stop bringing up my Chippendale days, okay?
I don't need to know that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how big it'll go or how many people will watch it, but it was just my thoughts on motovlogging and, you know, just things in general, YouTube. Yeah, just things in general. You know, we all have those thoughts where we just think about stuff. So I was out riding and I thought, well, I might as well just talk about what I'm thinking about. You know, that's what we do sometimes.
Yeah. When I got to the point of when I was like, oh, I got to go and create a video. I got to ride the motorcycle to create a video. I was like, man, hell no, this ain't my job. I'm going to ride the motorcycle because I love riding motorcycles. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I got to that point was like, I shouldn't feel like, oh, I have to ride the motorcycle to create a video and talk. You know what I mean? So I gave it up, man. I did it for like a year or so. Not like definitely like, you know, just constantly with the motovlogging, but I got sick of it real quick, making sure the cameras were all going, stopping them at the right time.
Oh, it could be a pain in the ass.
I mean, especially when you got more than one camera going, and I had a 360 going, and then I had a GoPro going and stuff like that.
No,
and it was just it got to the point where it was not fun anymore. Like riding was like a job, and I was like, dude, now I'm just riding just to make videos. I'm not riding because I love to ride and I'm enjoying the scenery and everything else. So I quit it. I was like, I'm not shooting video. The only time I'll ever shoot video really again is if I'm with, a couple of people are riding or something, and maybe, it's important and I want to shoot, just make sure I get those people in the video and stuff. But other than that, yeah, I'm not getting out there every day and shooting video on my bike. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it. But I like to put my camera on my bike just in case it is healthy for, accidents and proof if something was to happen. You always have a camera, so yeah. Traffic purposes.
Nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with motovlogging. I wasn't trying
I like it if you do it right. If you know how to edit and put in certain clips and things and goes on, sure. But I don't do that, and I don't have the time to do that, and I don't. Just to me, it seemed like it was draining. It was more draining than it was, fun.
Well, there's sometimes you just gotta you just gotta go ride.
Yeah, just go ride for yourself, and
you could leave it on just for dash purposes or whatever.
And that's good, and that's a good thing because I would throw the instant 360 on it and just turn it on, and I wasn't even worrying about the video. I would do it for in case somebody hit me or something. I'd always have proof, So
yeah. It's like when that lady pulled out in front of me the other day when I was doing a motovlog. I would get ready to do my motovlog. I didn't have the camera on yet. I wish I would have. But yeah, people are nuts, man.
Oh yeah, they don't care. They don't even pay it. They don't care about motorcyclists. They don't pay attention to us at all. And it's because I try to think because I'm in a car and I'm always thinking about motorcycles because I ride. So I think, if I see a motorcycle, I'm paying attention.
Right. Yep. A24.
But people think also, well, I'm in this big truck or car. They'll move. They're little. They're on a motorcycle. They don't matter. And I'm like, dude, really? Yeah. My family matters. Maybe you're going to be safe if you hit me. I'm not going to be safe because I'm going to be thrown off this motorcycle. So, I mean, if you're in a car or truck, guess what? You got airbags. You're compact. You're not going to get hurt if you hit me. So, since I've started moto flogging. Man, who are you flogging, dude? No.
Quit flogging people.
Really? Didn't you know they banned that practice years ago?
There's no more flogging.
Maddie?
Hey, Blake.
Sorry.
No more flogging. It seems like you get in the habit of taking that camera, and if you don't take that camera, you get weirded out. It's like, man, I don't have a camera. Now, I understand that because I get the same way. Rise and shine crew. Good morning. Good morning, Bleak Rides. Good to see you.
Bleak Rides. Hey,
you get in that habit of grabbing that camera. It becomes a habit. It just becomes a habit. It's like, wait a minute, gotta grab the camera. You know what I mean?
And there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. Like I said, it's a good thing to always. But what I hate is the little smartasses that say, "Oh, I got a camera. I got a camera. I got a camera." So what? Do you really think people my age and above grew up with cameras? Do you think they care when you get in their face or you get smart? You think you're going to get knocked out? You know what I mean? I mean, you're going to get seriously, like there's those pranksters and people that want to do stuff. You watch those videos of those YouTubers, and I'm like, why do y'all think a camera is going to save you? There's a lot of people that don't care if you're carrying a camera. Yeah, I got a camera. And it's like, so what, dude? We grew up in a generation where you put your fist up. You didn't put a camera up in your face, Yeah, I don't understand. These younger people don't understand that. It's like, I know that's to them, that's like a shield. It's their protection, And I'm like, dude, you don't know how certain people are, man. They don't care about cameras. They'll take that camera away from you, and then they'll do what they got to do.
They'll do what they got to do. Let's see.
I thought he was doing talk to text or something.
No, hit that thumbs up, people. If you're out there, if you click in, just
hit the thumbs up. And if you don't know what the thumbs up is, it's the like button. Push this video out to your friends and your neighbors.
Share, subscribe to the channel. Check it out. You might like it. You might not. You might say this guy sucks at. You might say this guy really sucks at motovlog.
I mean,
but then
here's the thing. YouTube's free, man. Ask YouTube for a refund. I mean, if you don't like it, and go in, check it out. That's what I don't understand. A lot of people
check out my talking head videos. They do the best anyway.
A lot of people like to check out videos, but then they never go to the actual channel and check it out. Go to the description. Go look actually in where it says more underneath the name. Find out what the person's like if you want. We got
check out Blake Ride. Check out Virginia. Check them all out. Check them all out.
Well, here's the thing though. People just see a video and they look at a video and they just hit subscribe. They never go actually into the channel. If they would actually go into the channel, we actually have live streams. We have videos. We have, some people have podcasts. Some people have, we got shorts. We got all kinds of stuff, community or posts and stuff. And there's actually a lot to
There's a lot more
channel.
To it than you realize.
Yes. It ain't just a video, of one thing or two things.
It ain't just a video of Ray talking all the time.
Yeah, and well, my channel is kind of but yeah, I mean, it's just.
I'm not saying this to be mean at all. Don't take it that way, and I know you won't. But when I do the short AI shorts to our videos, it's like 90% you, dude.
I know my face is everywhere. It's like he's plastering it on paper.
It's a struggle to find something Coy saying something or me saying something because it's always right.
90% of the talker gets 90% of the short. It's
hilarious
because if you watch a real video, the camera always jumps to the person talking.
I still put them up though, man.
And here it is though. Here's the thing, Coy. Every time it shows Coy, he's just sitting there like this. Like he's sitting there in his chair, like
he'll get better.
Yeah,
he's got to learn to just.
Oh no, that's not. Yeah, I know that, but I mean, like
just off.
He's got to interrupt. I mean, he's got to be.
He's got to know if be like me. He's got to out loud you. In other words,
no, I'm not talking like that with me and you, or with me, like out loud me. I'm talking about like he has to just talk.
Him. Yeah,
he has to literally.
That's why I asked him, Coy, you got something to say?
Yeah, I mean, just talk. I'll shut up.
I think he gets involved in watching what everybody else is doing, listening to what everybody else is doing, and he don't speak. Me, I'll just speak, even if it ain't.
Well, it seems like you were more the outspoken, and he was more the kind of.
Yeah, it is. I have more of the. I want to say aggressive personality, but I'm more. I'll push myself out. I'll say what I got to say.
Well, I mean, if you have a temper,
he's a little more laid back.
Not you personally, but like I was listening to a guy the other day saying, well, something about I'm hot headed or this or that, and I don't have, and I'm like, then you shouldn't be. I was watching a video of a police video, and he was talking like you, and I was like, well, you shouldn't be carrying a firearm. I know what you're right. I know it's your Second Amendment right. Blah, blah, blah. Right. I get that. I'm not trying to take anybody's rights. It was on a video I was watching on YouTube. And I was like, and he was talking about like, I'll pull, especially if they pull or what, I'll do it quick, pew, pew, whatever, fast, or I'm hot headed. I got a short. And I'm like, then there should be limits to certain people. Yeah. Like you shouldn't be owning or carrying. I mean, I ain't saying you can't own, but you shouldn't be carrying it in public if you have a short fuse like that. And you know it, and you admit it.
Well,
hey, I'll just pull the trigger. You know what I mean? You don't need to do that.
I have pulled my weapon twice in the many, many years I've been carrying, and that's it. But I had to, and I had no choice. But you have to know when to pull it. Yeah, I've had to pull mine twice. But you have to know when to pull it and when not to pull it. You got to be careful, man. You got to be careful.
It's dangerous. You
can't be hot headed. You can't be. You got to stay level headed in those kind of situations. I mean, I
get it. If somebody pulls on you, you pull. But
I had to because that was getting ready to happen, and I pulled first, and I was protecting my family.
Yeah.
So and it was over something stupid. I won't get into the whole thing.
Well, that's understandable though.
But yeah.
But for someone just to get mad because somebody cuts you off, and you jump out and pull a firearm. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
You got a hot.
That's crazy.
I mean, just because you got a short fuse like that, like I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, that's a little insane. I don't think you should be carrying a weapon.
No, there's something wrong
So,
with you, Dave.
well, yeah. I mean,
You're disturbed.
like I said, you got the Constitution, you got your rights. But if you know yourself and you know that any little thing like that will set you off and you get hot headed like that real quick over somebody, yeah, leave that thing at home because you don't need to be out riding with something like that. If you have a temper and someone makes you mad because they flip you off, so what? Oh, hey, wave at them. Somebody flips me off, I'm gonna wave at them. Hey,
yeah, I ain't gonna let that bother me. Guns are for enemy invader or those who find life cheap for everything else and gave us two fists and a spine. Sissy world out there.
That's the problem.
You nailed it, Ray. Yeah, you nailed it, Ray. Finally, you nailed something.
Everybody lives with their feelings, emotions, though, man. They react.
Yeah, they do.
On their feelings, emotions, And like I said,
hey, Thomas. Good morning, Thomas.
I'm big on the Constitution. I believe in rights, but also I believe in some people just should not have them in public,
Right. I mean, I carry mine everywhere I go. I don't leave the house without it. I don't leave that. There's always one in the vehicle and there's always one on my side. I never go anywhere without a weapon. And my wife sometimes will say, well, we're going to such and such. Why are you carrying that? I'm like, I don't care where we're going.
Yeah.
She goes, well, it's a really good area. I said, that's where the problems happen.
Exactly. You can go to you can go to freaking a restaurant and something happen in there and somebody walk around and hey, I've seen videos of people come in with a firearm and rob everybody sitting in the place.
Right.
It don't matter where you're at.
Yeah, it don't matter where you're at. It doesn't matter if you're in the best neighborhood in the world. I don't care if you're in a gated community. I mean, stuff happens, man. But I'm used to it. I've been carrying a firearm for many years, and I'm just used to doing it. And it becomes a habit too. When you leave the house, you grab your firearm. It's like when you leave the house, you grab your keys, you grab your, you grab your wallet. And I always grab my firearm.
Well, it's a muscle memory, I think. You know what I mean? Like you get so used to doing it. It's your brain telling you. It's a muscle memory, and you automatically grab it, and that's what it's for. It's not for show. It's for safety. No, it's to defend your family, yourself.
Yeah, nobody sees it anyway. So.
Yeah, and not because some asshole called you a bad name, or cut you off in traffic. That doesn't mean you get to just shoot somebody because you got an attitude. I mean,
I'm not going to go. I don't do that stuff. I don't.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
I get a little mad. I get a little mad when people are when I'm on a motorcycle, especially.
Oh yeah, of course, we all do, man.
I'm on a motorcycle, man.
It's our life. I mean,
yeah. I don't have no cage around me. I'm not a cager where I have a cage around me that can help protect me. I mean, I'm out there and I'm exposed, and you're going to cut me off or come and ride my ass on a motorcycle? That's crazy. I don't understand why people do that.
Go around if you're in that big of a hurry.
Yeah, if you're in that big of a hurry, go around. Just go.
Well,
I was on the highway I was on the highway on the bike the other day, and it was a little bit crowded on the highway, and I was doing 75. And this guy's right up on my ass. I'm like, dude, I'm doing 75. If you want to go any faster, go that way. Go to the next lane or whatever. Yeah. I'm doing 75. I mean, how fast?
Yeah, never let anybody push you, like drive you. You know what I mean? Don't ever let when you're riding or driving, even in a car. Don't ever let anybody push your driving ability. Push you up to go faster and stuff. Always let them go around.
Go around.
I can't stand that. I can't stand that the way people
act. I think Moto said he's been hit on the rear tire before. I think I heard him say that, and
I wouldn't doubt it. People pull up to red lights all the time and hit people. I mean, a lot of it's accidental, but they just don't. I don't think half people pay attention because they're paying attention to their phones or their whatever they're doing in their cars. So
yeah.
And I think that's why they made a law. You can't be on your phone. You can hold, like certain states. Y'all better learn your traffic laws, man, because you'll get a ticket big time. Like certain states, you're allowed to hold your phone, but you're not allowed to be on your phone. Like there's certain things like you can do with it, but you can't
Yeah, I
actually.
thought you said that, Moto. That's crazy.
I think you can't actually be watching or something or doing something on it. But like I said, every
Yeah.
state's different. Every state, like Texas,
You're not
laws.
allowed
I
to even
think
hold.
laws change every 2 years in Texas.
You're not allowed
Uh,
to hold your fire or your phone here in Ohio at all. You're not allowed to touch it. You're
really?
not allowed to have it. No,
Huh.
you can't. It's a hands-free state. You cannot touch
Well, I know
your cell phone.
I'm not for sure about Tennessee. I ain't looked it up yet, but I know one of them says there's a couple of states where you can actually hold it or you can have it on something, maybe camera mode or something. But you're not allowed something else. I don't know. The laws are tricky because the police just make up their own laws and their own.
Thank God it was
Well, that's
lightly
my
because
policy. That's our policy. Well, your policy doesn't trump my constitutional rights. You know what I mean?
well, I'm going to trump your talking for a minute, but yeah, he said I kept an eye on him. I saw that he was stopped, and I stopped looking for a few seconds, and then he lightly tapped me. Thank God it was lightly tapped. Yeah, because that could do a lot of damage to a motorcycle getting hit by a car on the rear tire. I mean,
well,
not to mention you, it can knock you off the bike. It's crazy. I see that with Ray though. I see Ray out there going through Tennessee up in the mountains, waving his pew pew out the window, saying, "Come on!"
No, you don't see that. You won't see that. I don't want anybody to know what I do. I don't want. I'm not showing my open carry. You know what I mean? I don't want, because guess what? Somebody pulls a gun, I'm going to be the first they take out because I've got a pew pew. So, yeah, I don't let anybody know what I do. So I never tell anybody what I do or what I'm thinking. So
don't tell
not
anybody
like
what
that.
you're carrying. Don't tell anybody what you're
No, I don't want anybody knowing, because if I can't knock your teeth out first, then I'll resort to something else. So I'm serious, dude. Like I like to punch like with my fist.
Well,
That's just me.
How else do you punch if it ain't?
Well, I'm just saying, like I'm not going to pull first like that quick. I'm gonna do everything I can to knock your teeth down your throat first, and then if you decide to get more violent, then I'll get more violent.
Right.
I'm not going to take a man's life for somebody just for stupid crap. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to,
Right.
I'm not going to do that.
Like those guys that carry rifles on horses, that would be funny pictures. See somebody carrying a rifle on their motorcycle. Yeah, with the little.
I've seen it though, man.
With the little holder down the side.
Yeah.
Down in there. Yeah.
Hey, there's certain people. They have something made. You can look it up. I forget what it's called. They have a holder that you put. I like the one that you put in your saddlebag. They got some kind of holder, and it goes in your saddlebag, and you thing just goes straight down, and it locks in. It's pretty neat. They got one that goes on your if you got I don't know if it goes around your bars or it goes to your dash. Somehow it connects, and you sit there, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think I want everybody seeing my stuff, out in open. So, because you never know, if you decide to go through another state, you better find out what their laws are, because you may be in trouble. Right. I mean,
you might, who knows? You gotta know. You gotta know when you do carry, where you can carry, what state you can carry.
Research
what the laws are. When I go on trips, I make sure I'm going through states that are pro, carry.
I do too. Whatever. And I make sure where I stay, I can have my stuff. I make sure, because a lot of places in different states, like you can't go into like certain stores or anything with that stuff.
Well, actually, that's unconstitutional.
Well,
but
a private business,
the store owner. Yeah, they could say what they want in there or not.
Yeah.
I get that. But the good thing about that, if you conceal carrying, they ain't going to know what you got anyway, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of concealed carry. Nobody knows you have
Nobody knows you even have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of people like to put it right there and carry it, under their shirt, but they like for everybody to know it's under their shirt,
No, why would you do that?
It's a big bulge sitting on your side, no.
That's a big
crazy.
Ego thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's like saying you're scared, man. Like you're terrified to actually get into. Yeah.
Or you're looking for trouble. I ain't looking for trouble. Yep. I don't want no trouble with nobody.
Or maybe it's city or government facilities you can't carry in. Like
there's government facilities you can't carry in.
Like,
sure.
Yeah, or county or city, like offices and stuff you can't carry in or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah. Well, a lot of laws have changed too. You used to not be able to carry in parks, now you can. You used to not be able to take it into a bar, now you can. So
Yeah.
there's things have changed in this state, especially. It's got more
Tennessee,
pro
I
Second
think,
Amendment.
I think we have, I'll have to look, but I think, I think a lot of our laws changed over the last probably 10, 15 years too. We tried to get the lane splitting and the non-helmet law like last year or something, like a year ago or something. They wouldn't pass it in
You should wear a
Tennessee.
helmet. I mean, honestly, you should
Oh no,
wear it.
no, no! I agree. If I'm on the interstate doing 80, I'm
I'm
definitely got
wearing
a
a helmet.
helmet. Yeah, I'm not stupid. I mean, that's just
I'm
calling
wearing a
for
full
ignorance.
face helmet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've been on there with half shells, and I usually wear my half
I
shell.
have
But
too.
no,
That's what it
it
makes
is more. I think about it more when I'm on there. I'm like, why didn't I bring my
exactly
full
said.
face? You know,
Yeah.
hell, it just gets
I
so
mean,
hot
but if
sometimes.
you
It's
think
like
about it,
you don't
well, if
want
you
to wear
think
that full
about it,
face.
if you think about it honestly, if you're traveling at 80 mile an hour on a motorcycle on an interstate and you get hit or you hit somebody, the likelihood of surviving that accident, even with the
Yeah,
helmet on, are slim to none.
you're gonna
I
be
mean, let's be
well.
honest.
Yeah, you're gonna be broken up anyways inside. I
Yeah.
mean, your bones are gonna be, you know,
It's going to be tough to survive something like that.
yeah,
Unfortunately,
sick. Half
people
shells
have.
rough above 80. Yeah, I mean, it's. I'm not the guy that wears all the padding and leather and all that. You know what I mean? I mean, I can't do it. I don't even like a leather jacket. You know, I don't. And I know I should wear. I have a leather vest. There's times I'll wear a vest. You know, I don't have patches all over and stuff like that. I just, you know, it's just a
Right.
black leather vest, and it's a heavy, good quality for. And I do that to keep, you know, the bugs and the wind, you know, off my chest and stuff.
Right.
Uh, or just to have an extra layer, especially if I'm traveling. Like I always make sure I carry my something, you know, but
Yeah.
I don't ever wear a leather jacket. I don't wear leather.
I don't
I do
either.
have leather chaps, and I did wear them to Florida, and then on my way back when I got back up here almost to Tennessee because it had dropped so cold. You know what I mean? Those chaps, man. I'm telling you what. I don't care. Anybody can laugh what they want. Those things help when that cold weather, when that wind's hitting you and it's ice cold coming through the mountains,
Oh
man,
yeah.
them things keep a lot of cold air off your legs. And
I get a lot of shit from people, you know, on my if I do a motovlog and I'm wearing my half helmet or I'm not wearing gloves. But what people don't understand, I understand
I like
gloves are great. If
gloves.
you, gloves say they say they're great if you fall off the bike. It saves your hands. I get that, and I know that. I used to wear gloves for years. But the problem with me wearing gloves is it hurts my thumbs so bad because I have
Yep.
no cartilage in my thumbs. I can't. It's what's more important if I'm riding along and I can't, my thumbs are I'm in severe pain and I make a mistake or I can't pull the clutch in or I can't, hit the brake, or is it better to not have the gloves on so I can move my hands and my thumbs ain't killing me? So
Yeah.
I have to make what's the best decision for me. And the best decision is don't wear the damn gloves. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Well,
Because you
I
don't
don't
want to,
wear a lot of gloves unless it's cold weather or wet weather or something different. I like
yeah,
to grip my grips, man. I got new grips. I love, and I got the smaller ones. I don't like the big, thick grips. They hurt. I've got arthritis in this hand, and
yeah,
it constantly like it. I have to pop it. I have to keep it moved, and or it locks up, and they lock up real easy. And where I'm on, you know, water pills and stuff, my muscles, they, you know, if I don't have enough potassium in me, enough water and stuff in me and stuff,
right,
I get cramps and things like that. And when I put those gloves on, it's like you're saying, it restricts me from being able to do things, and
right,
it aggravates and it hurts my hands. So I'm better without gloves. I feel like I can hold a better grip without gloves. I don't like big
right.
padded gloves. Uh, if I do wear gloves, they're usually like the stealth, you know, like the real thin, you know, really thin gloves. I mean,
Yeah.
real thin. And I ordered me a pair from Cruisy Originals. One, you know, his pair with the helmet with the Playboy on it, you know, the bunny and the helmet. They're awesome gloves, by the way. And another pair, not to just throw out these companies, but Lead Sled Customs sent me a pair, and they're a chopper. thing, and they're like the stealth. They're like skin tight, dude, and they're freaking awesome. I love them. But yeah, if I'm gonna wear gloves, unless it's really cold, then I'll wear my heated gloves. So, and I don't really try to get into that kind of ice cold weather too much, and I just don't. With my health issues, I'm not going to push it far, real far. So
I don't blame you.
I mean, my heated jacket and stuff is awesome though, man. Like it keeps me warm.
This year, with buying the new bike kind of pushed me more out into the winter riding.
Yeah.
And I haven't done winter riding a lot since I was younger. So, but I mean, it was cool though. I figured, I had to wear the gloves. It was what it was. The heated grips on the bike helped, so it turned out to be okay. And I did more winter riding this year than I've ever done in probably 10, 15 years. But yeah, I mean, I can't have my hands restricted and in pain and try to ride. And I've taken a lot of heat from people without not wearing gloves. I'm like, look, you don't know my situation. Relax. You know what I mean,
yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. I love the way people criticize you or your videos or try to critique it, but then they don't follow their own regiment. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, really, dude, you don't even, or a female or a male. It's like, you don't even follow your own saying, so why are you even saying anything? Because you don't follow what you're not practicing what you're preaching. Exactly. So because if you see them doing a video and they don't have, and I'm like, what? Wait a minute. So you want to sit and tell me what to wear and you be safer? I love those. Here's the ones I enjoy listening to. When you're when you're parked at a gas station or something and you're coming out and then somebody comes up to you, I used to have a Harley. I used to have a motorcycle. I used to ride, they're so dangerous, and they start talking to you. It's like, they're trying to find that connection with you, they're trying to talk, and I just think it's funny sometimes, like, then they want to try to educate you. And I'm like, dude, I don't need your education. I don't need you to tell me what you used to do or you used to have and how I need to do this and how I need to do that, and it's funny because you always see those people. They'll pull up in a truck or they'll pull up somewhere. Yeah. Back in the day, I used to have one, I just,
especially older guys. They'll be like,
why ain't you riding now?
Well, they'll say, it'll be older guys. They'll say to me, that's a beautiful bike. And I'll say things, I used to ride. And I'm like, well, that's cool. And one time I said to the guy, I said, why don't you ride anymore? And he didn't say anything. Like,
because most of them never rode or never did, and that's what I like though. Like they'll tell you about, why are you pulling a trailer to a rally and all? And it's like, are you going to be there? Do you even go to rallies? You don't even go. Why do you even have an opinion on what I'm doing? You want to judge people and say they're trailer queens or, he's taking an RV. You're damn right. I want to live comfortable. If I'm going to go and stay a week at a motorcycle rally, I want to be comfortable. I'll trailer my bike in a minute. It doesn't matter. Dave, are you riding yours? And they don't have nothing to say.
Hold on a minute. He's going on a roll. Dave's channel says those guys just want to connect, I guess. Yeah,
that's what I said. Yeah, they just want to find that connection to you. They just it's like trying to build a rapport. They just want to talk to a cool guy that rides a Harley.
I don't know if you're a cool guy. I mean, you ride a Harley.
I mean, it is what
I don't know how cool you are. I mean, but go ahead, Ray. All right.
You know what I mean, though? Like they're like, and then they, they never rode.
And maybe they didn't. And maybe they wanted to.
Maybe was. Yeah.
And some guys, their wives are like, we're raising a family and your ass ain't getting on a motorcycle.
No, I understand that completely. Yeah.
And I respect that.
Yeah.
My first wife tried to tell me that. And I was like, then she just stopped because she knew that I wouldn't stop riding. It just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
No. Some people are cool. I was out for a sandwich yesterday and these kids pulled out in front of me in the parking lot. Luckily, I was going around this truck slowly, so I just locked it up. Oh, was you on a bike? Is that what he's saying? Sometimes I'm not
probably. Sure yeah, and I think you're right. A lot of people like that do come up and talk to you,
right,
and stuff like that. I think maybe they never got to own a motorcycle, and they actually had to raise the family like we did, but they never got, that was
Exactly.
maybe a dream of theirs, was to
Yeah.
own a motorcycle. And maybe, like they're feeling that fantasy of owning a bike, and they're like, because they enjoy it. They wanted that so bad, and they never got it. So they see people out, and they go up and talk to them. Oh yeah, motorcycle, and
Yeah.
but before you leave, they're going to tell you how dangerous they are and what you need to do and all this. And I'm like,
I had a guy come up to me. I didn't have a helmet on. The guy come up to me and goes, "You ride that thing without a helmet?" I go,
you just said, well,
I mean, I don't.
Do you drive your car without a helmet? Oh,
I mean, I have had several people approach me. I've had it on videos where I was wearing helmets doing.
You got no helmet law?
We don't have to wear a helmet here in Ohio. There's no helmet law.
We do here in Tennessee.
Yeah, and people will be like, and I know when I go to Tennessee, I always make sure I got helmets. But I'm on the interstate. I got a helmet on. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's times I don't wear a helmet, and I'm not ashamed of it. There's times I don't wear a helmet.
Yeah, I don't. I go to Florida to rally. I ain't wearing it at all. I put a ball cap on.
Dave says most people think I'm an outlaw and don't talk to me much unless they look at me. Yeah, I mean I think that's what they think about a lot of us, that we're
Well, we get judged on our looks, we
Hey,
we look like the dirty mechanic or the dirty biker guy that that's gonna come in your house at night, the boogeyman that comes out of the closet, because that's how they look at you. Like, if one's done it, they all have done it. You know what I mean? Like, so they assume and jump to conclusions and judge right off the bat before they even speak to you.
Yeah,
they can see us. They can see us from a distance.
All right, exactly. Grumpy says, I always want to say, well, if you rode more than on a Sunday morning to coffee and actually got out there and ride. Well, some people some people just ride on weekends. Some people just do that.
Some people can't afford to get out there and do it through the week.
Or they just go to bike night, and I got no problem with that. If that's all you want to do, you want to ride your bike to bike night, or you want to ride your bike to meet up with the guys.
Ain't my business what you do.
Yeah, that's fine. I respect that,
Yeah.
But don't tell me how to ride.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, if I'm putting 10 to 20,000 miles on my bike a year and you're putting 500, that's okay. I don't care if I don't care what, what I mean? It's not my business that, you ride how you want. Just don't try to, educate us when, we're.
Yeah. Or talk about accidents, which I say,
why
would you say that to a biker? Yeah.
I hate that. Yeah, but it does. They do that.
Automatically say, I know somebody that got killed on those motorcycles.
Yeah. Well, we all do.
Well, so have I.
I've known people that got killed on the motorcycle.
I watched my sister get hit head on a motorcycle. So I understand.
If you ride long enough, if you ride long enough, you're gonna have somebody or friend or somebody.
I've had 3 very, really bad accidents.
That's gonna die. Or gonna wreck. Yeah.
And it's like I look at them like, I know people that's died on motorcycles too.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry for your loss, and I am. When anybody goes down around here locally or anywhere, I hear somebody get killed on a motorcycle, it bothers me. It really does. I don't even know these people, and it bothers me.
Because we're part of that.
And my sister-in-law calls me every time.
We actually could imagine what that's like because we actually ride.
Well, yeah, my sister-in-law always calls me if she hears there was a motorcycle anywhere accident
in
my area. She calls me. Are you okay? Are you okay?
My mother will call me.
I don't answer. She gets pissed off, man.
My mother still calls. She's 71, dude, and she will. If she hears something like that, she'll call and say, "Where are you at?" And I'm like, "I'm on the bike." Okay? What do you mean? Or I'm such and such. What are you calling me for? What? I don't treat her like that. I'm just like, what? If I'm out, she's like, well, there was a motorcycle wreck. Or she'll text me. She'll say, hey, there was a motorcycle wreck at such and such place. Or where are you at? And I'm like, I'm sitting on my recliner. I'm at the house. Okay, I'm just making sure it wasn't you, And I'm like, well, I appreciate it. Love you. You know what I mean? So.
I appreciate that.
I love it. I love that my mother's still right-minded and works in medical now. She's retired. She's retired twice. She worked for the state of Tennessee. She's retired from the state. she went to the medical field. She retired there, and now she's got another. She's working about 200 hours a week.
That's not cool, man. Grumpy
Be
says,
careful. Let me know when you
my
get there.
dad,
Love you. Have
my
a good
dad,
day. Where's the game
my
at?
dad, my dad would
All
say, my dad, Grumpy's old man said, my dad would save all the newspaper clippings of bike wrecks and hand them to me. Pissed me off. Yeah, I mean,
But here's the
probably
thing.
was just worried about you. I mean, people
Kid
worry about
rides.
you out there.
Put your
Right?
place in that. When my daughter starts riding, do you not think it's not going to freak me out? Like if something happens and I know she's out on the bike, like I would be calling her saying, "Hey, are you okay? You know, where you at?"
Yeah.
So, I mean, imagine your kid, and that was him. Probably the only way he knew. That was probably the only way he knew how to try to get you to not ride or be careful. Yeah, you know.
My mom was that way.
Maybe he didn't.
Up to the house. Every time I pulled up to my mom's house without a helmet on, boy, she would rip me up one side and down the other.
Well, they did. I don't think a lot of them old timers really knew how to talk to their kids. You know what I mean? Like really get emotional.
Well, she didn't do it in a mean way.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like that was their way of,
Yeah.
That was their way of, talking to us and doing things like that. You know, they like, you find an old timer, man,
What happened to your face, Dave? I noticed that your face was all swelled up.
He got stung by bees, I think.
Oh, no kidding. I get the same. I'm allergic. I swell up like a balloon when they bite, when they sting me.
I think he was. Yeah, I think he was. Yeah.
Wow, that's not good, man.
Yeah.
How did you get attacked by? Where was you at to get attacked by bees?
I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he was riding and got hit by one. I've got hit, and one went in my shirt, stung me like 4 times, and I literally had to jerk my bike off the side onto the side of the road. I jerked my shirt off, and the people behind me stopped. Was like, "This dude's getting naked. What's he doing?" And I'm jerking my helmet off, and I'm trying to get my shirt off, and I'm getting my shirt off, and people just stop and looking like, "What are you doing, dude?" And I was pulling my shirt off and stuff because there was a bee inside stinging me. It stung me about 4 times on my back and my side.
That sucks, man. I hate getting stung by something when you're riding. That's never good. Never good. I don't like getting hit by anything when I'm riding. Robert, good to see you, man. You did what to your bike? I don't know what that means.
So I jerked my shirt off, and I'm like, I get the bee out. The bee's stuck in the shirt. I finally get the bee out. I'm sitting there, and I put the shirt back on, and people are like, "You all right?" They're like, "You just start freaking out." Jumped over on the side of the road, and I'm like, "I got a bee went up my sleeve." I said, "A bee
like that movie Tommy Boy when they're driving along and the cops pull them over." And
no, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like it was me trying to get I was trying to get my helmet. I couldn't get my shirt over my helmet. I was trying to get my helmet off. I was like, "What the hell? Why?" And this bee stinging me, and it's like, holy shit.
It could have been stuck in your helmet. That would have been worse. Just zapping you in your helmet.
I've had them hit me like right here between the right. Like really, like it missed my sunglasses and my helmet, and it found the skin of my forehead. Like, how does it find my forehead between my helmet, and my glasses
and my helmet? Yeah, it's crazy how that happened. Yeah, it's bad luck when bees fly in your helmet while riding. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a good one. But yeah, I was like, I was getting stung by a bee. A bee was stuck in my shirt. They're like, "We were wondering why you just jerked over to the side of the road and stopped and started stripping." I was like, "Yeah, well, I wanted to say,
definitely,
if you ever have a bee sting you going down the road."
I would have laughed my ass off. Sorry if I'd have seen you doing that.
Dude, I've done it.
Another rider would know what was happening.
Have you ever had a bee come up? I've had a pair of pants on that had holes in the knees, and a bee come up and sting my leg. Oh my God! It's like trying to find a place to pull over. Like what the, you know what I mean? Knowing it's just stinging you, you can't do nothing about it. You try not to panic. Did he say that's what happened? What's up, Rob?
I don't know, Grumpy. I've been hit by several birds. I have been hit by birds before.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
I
I've
had
hit
one
them with
smack me
my
right in the
shield.
helmet. I had one smack me right in the helmet, and I almost went off the bike. I almost lost the handlebars.
Did Dave
I
say
mean,
what it did? Was he riding or no?
I don't know. I don't think he commented it back.
Okay. I feel
Yeah, birds. I've been hit on the hand. On the hand,
let's
birds
see.
fly at my arm. I've been hit in the chest with birds.
I'm surprised Sick ain't been hit by more Florida like stuff like that. Like their mosquitoes are freaking and
19.
their roaches fly and they got wings and
You
they're
got me
like
beat.
huge.
You got me beat, Grumpy. I haven't been hit by 19 birds. You got me beat, man.
Damn, dude, where do you live? Like crow's nest or something? To be getting hit by that many birds? What do y'all? I don't know. You don't have to tell me where you live, but
I've had I've had
crazy.
turkeys almost take my head off. I've had those stupid, what do they call them? Those vultures almost take my head off. Yeah, crazy. 19 bird strikes. That's got to be a record. Got one on video. We'll put that up, man. I'd like to see that sometime. Put it up. Back then, when I was getting hit by birds, I wasn't doing YouTube or anything. I don't think YouTube existed. So
Yeah,
there wasn't no YouTubing going on then. Dave was riding when a bee caught his face in case.
Do you know it's time for some dry land fishing? Anybody getting any of that? Anybody? I usually go.
Wow.
I usually go and get them and pick them, but I haven't this year.
Yeah, if a bee hits me in the face, I'm done because my eyes would swell shut. I wouldn't be able to do anything after that.
Fry them up. Do you know what dry land fishing is? Where
No.
it's mushrooms. It's a certain kind of mushrooms that grow at a certain time of year.
I can't stand mushrooms.
Oh, dude, I love them. I love them, dude.
That's disgusting.
If you ever tried these, they call it dry land fishing, and they only grow certain times in certain places. And this is what they look like. A buddy of mine that lives down the mountain, he said that he got these few today. They're rare. You got to be able to know where to look at them for them and stuff. That's what the mushrooms look like. It's called dry land fishing.
Yeah.
Man, you fry them in a skillet, dude. Oh, yeah. No, they're excellent.
That's disgusting.
No, it ain't.
Mushrooms are disgusting, man.
Shoot, I love them, dude. I love dry land fishing.
Cool, but I don't. Sick bastard. The bugs are
I love dry land fishing. I love it.
That fly. Cockroaches that fly. I don't want to be anywhere where cockroaches fly.
Yeah, they are delicious, Robert. A lot of mushrooms are delicious.
You guys are gross.
Well, crap, man. Nasty. If you've ever actually walked in the mountains, in the woods and the mountains, you pick them, and they're just there. You'll just find one or two at a time, or 4 or 5, different little places, and it's got to be this time of year and fall.
Ain't a lot of those mushrooms poisonous? Ain't a lot of those mushrooms
some, but you can find. You look them up, you can tell which ones are and which ones ain't. It's pretty.
My luck, I'd get one that would kill me.
Well, I mean, you don't pick the ones off the trees and stuff like that. You got to know how to. So a lot of people they grow their own mushrooms and stuff, edible mushrooms, and that's where a lot of mushrooms come from that you eat out of the store. They got farms, man, and they grow them, so they know what to grow.
Farms?
Oh yeah, you're not eating wild mushrooms out of the woods, man. When you go buy mushrooms, you're eating them off of a farm where they grow them, and cow patties, flip them over. It's the way I treat cops, like mushrooms. I feed them shit and keep them in the dark.
655.
That's the way you got to if you want to keep your rights.
I'll check it out, Grumpy. The ones that make you see things are the best. The ones that make you see things are the best. That's what he's doing. That's what mushrooms he's doing.
Well, no, I only did those twice, and I was 19 when I did it. It was a good experience, but I don't do them.
It was a good experience. I've never had a mushroom in my life.
When I was 19, I tripped on some, and
well, I tried them, but they were nasty, disgusting.
You never eat them on pizza or nothing like that?
No, hell
really?
No. Hell
oh man,
I love them, man. I don't like them at all. But hey, everybody's got their thing,
You ever eat a scallop?
I like pineapple on pizza. I like that.
Yes, they
Does
are,
that count?
Robert.
No,
Food of
what's
the
a scallop?
gods.
What the hell is a scallop?
You don't know what a scallop is? It's very expensive, dude. When the restaurants
Well,
order it,
that's
they
probably
pay
why I don't know what a
outrageous to get
scallop
it from
is.
another country, and they try to. And they what they do is they have to slice them as thin as they can because I mean they're expensive, or they used to be. Now I'm not for sure now, but and when they cook them, it's like a delicacy in a restaurant, man. Just
I'll take the ribeye, but I won't take the mushrooms. I don't know, man. I've tried them before, and it's just like I don't know. There's just nothing to it. It's just slimy old piece of whatever. It just looks weird too. It's like, not my thing. So Ray, I just started getting scallops in the butcher box. So
hey, I'm telling you, dude, I like food. If you can't tell, I'm a fatty.
I like. He's skinny fat. I like food too.
I like to cook. I love to I'm not a chef or nothing, but I like to cook certain foods and ingredients and just have fun with it. So.
Oh, it's a muscle, kind of like clams.
Yeah.
Well, if it's anything seafood, I can't eat it anyway. It would kill me. I'm allergic.
Just look it up. You'll see. You probably can't. You probably can't eat it.
Yeah, I can't eat it. I stay away from that.
I'm surprised you ain't allergic to like eggs and stuff. My aunt's allergic to eggs and stuff like that. Like usually, if you're allergic to certain foods, you're.
Hey, Ray. I know it'd be hard and difficult for you to do this, but could you hold down the fort for a few minutes while I go let the dog out?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah, exactly, Robert. It's like a lobster texture. But it's actually pretty good, man. If you ain't never tried it. Now, like I said, I don't know about nowadays, but I used to, now back in the mid 90s and stuff like that, early 2000s, if you went to a restaurant and ordered scallops, I mean, you would pay, I mean, just to even one scallop that was like size of, decent size was like 15, like for the store to order was expensive, man. I mean, they were outrageous, yeah, like a lobster. Yeah, no, it's rubbery. But they're, like I said, I like to cook different, things and like meat too. I love like trying to, integrate certain meats with certain, onions and peppers and bell peppers, banana peppers, stuff like that, man. It's always a good thing. Yeah, they were. It was, Robert. It was fine dining, man. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I love it, man. But yeah, we're going to see that one thing. If you've ever been to like the Cheesecake Factory, have any of you ever been to one of those places? Like they're pretty expensive. Yeah, lamb is not. I'm not really big on that. I'll eat it. I used to work at a goat farm, and we'd slaughter goats. And well, I didn't do the slaughtering. We had other people, to do the slaughter. But I worked actually on the farm, out on the land, and doing all kinds of stuff. But goat milk, goat burgers, because goat is like the first cousin to deer. So we would do goat burgers. We would process these goats and all the meat and stuff. And man, you don't get no grease. You don't get none of that. Goat burgers are actually really good. Yeah, escargot was, yes. Yes. Snails, yes. I've tried those. Actually, I didn't care much for the texture of I think it was more the thought. But when I was on a cruise, that's when I tried them. Robert, I went on a cruise, and they're like, this person I went with, they was like, you got to try these, these are awesome, man. You got to try these snail. And they was like, it's escargot. And I knew what it was, and I was like, you want me to eat snails? And they're like, yeah, and they showed me how and all that. And I mean, if you eat oysters, you can pretty much eat, snails, escargot, whatever you want to call it, and I eat oysters. I love oysters. I tell you what I like to do with oysters. I like to melt some butter and garlic and get it in a big bowl, Robert. And I like to take a bunch of oysters and put them on a grill with an open flame, and put the shells up there and start letting them boil and cook. And I like to put that butter and garlic in them and just let them cook a little bit, for a few minutes, and then take them off. A lot of people like hot sauce with them. I don't really care for the hot sauce with them. I like the garlic and butter, and then just eat them after a few minutes on the grill. Just eat them, bison meat. Yeah, it's not. I've had the bison the way they did with the barbecue. Like I haven't had like the burger or the steak. I had some kind of like barbecue, like it was the pulled, the pulled like pulled pork, Do what? Yeah, really. Is this the food channel? It's just the cooking network.
But the cooking show. Where would we leave off on comments? I don't even know.
Oh, I've done went through them.
Oh, you did?
Surprised. Okay. Yeah. Bison is awesome. Yeah. But like I said, it's all on what you really prefer to eat. I've got like heartburn, something. Like my anti-acid, I take pills for that, and for some reason it's bothering me this morning.
That's not good. What'd you eat last night?
Pizza.
Yeah, there you go.
I know. It's the pepperoni, or it's the sauce, I think. Yeah, it's got to be the sauce.
Red sauce. That red sauce. Yeah.
Shit wears me out. But damn, I like pizza, man. I like pizza.
But you could get a different type of sauce on it or something, man.
We always tell them light on the sauce and extra cheese and
extra
stuff.
Cheese, extra meats, extra this, extra that. That for you.
Yeah.
So what's the big plan for you? Got big plans for the weekend, Murray?
We got a ball game this evening.
Dude, I got a bunch of them to go to this weekend. Basketball and volleyball with my grandkids.
Yeah. Let's see. I think that's about it, really.
Yeah.
Ball game this evening, because the weather now, it's not that it's not going to be like tomorrow says 81 and cloudy, so it's not saying any rain or storms yet. We don't know what's going to come through, but we were supposed to go.
I've never heard of that, Grubby. He said, have them make the pizza with egg whites instead of red sauce. I've never.
I ain't either. Would that just be a layer of white egg?
Yeah, I've never.
I mean, it has to cook, so it would be no sauce at all. I don't know. I may get out and ride a little bit on the sporty.
Today? You got it?
No, tomorrow. 81 tomorrow. No, today's bad. It's
81 tomorrow. What the hell? It's going to be like 50-something degrees here.
It's rainy and all that right now. No, tomorrow says just cloudy and 81. So I may get out and go to an overlook or something and go to a waterfall or something.
It's called Breakfast Pizza. Oh, never heard of it.
Yeah, I like breakfast food. That's one thing I do love to cook, though, is breakfast. If I'm I can eat breakfast day and night. I can eat it any time of the hour.
Yeah, I can do that too.
I love biscuit and gravy. I love, bacon. So I love the meats, the eggs, whatever. Because I don't know if it's just from being younger, but, the breakfast food was always so much easier to make.
Right.
But
76 degrees where Grumpy is right now. That means it's going to be 90-something degrees where he's at. Whoa.
I don't know where he's at, man.
Florida.
Oh, is he in Florida too?
I do believe so.
Sometimes
cauliflower crust pizza, frozen sucks. Yeah, I don't like. No, I tried that cauliflower pizza. I don't care for it.
We don't like frozen. We don't eat that.
I don't eat frozen pizza.
No, all, not just the sauce. The salsa, that will take you down. But all the other stuff, the frozen meats and stuff, I don't even know if they're meat.
That ain't meat.
That's a Bill
fake
Gates. That's a
stuff.
Bill Gates meat. It's like made from a 3D printed meat. Oh Lord,
He
I don't
lives.
know.
He lives 48 miles south of Tampa Bay.
Okay, Tampa. So
Or
yeah,
I'm sorry. He lives 48 miles south of Tampa. Ray, he's talking to you.
yeah. I wish I still lived down there in Florida, but then I look around and I think,
Florida.
yeah, I wouldn't have the
Florida.
riding roads and stuff like that. The places to ride, and I know you can ride down there. It's just more flat. It's a lot of pavement, I should say. I like being in the mountains because you don't see a lot of pavement, a lot of buildings, and a lot of well, not where I'm at, anyways. But you don't see all that crap. You don't see.
Right.
I'm far enough away from the cities that I don't have to worry about driving in a lot of traffic unless I go to those cities or go through them. So even the small towns around here, though, they're not that bad. So
Yeah.
not if you're just riding through them and going through just to go on. You're not stopping.
Just riding through.
Yeah, I may get the sporty out and tinker with it. And
Yeah, get it out, man. Go for a ride.
I always do that, and then I never take the camera.
Take the camera with you.
I forget to take the camera. Then I have to put the full face helmet on because I got the microphone. I have to put the microphone.
You'll be all right.
Helmet.
Put the helmet on. You need it anyway. Take the camera. Let's see.
I lived in Panama City, grumpy old man. That's where I used to live. Not Panama City Beach, like on the beach side. I lived in Panama City on the other side of the bridge. I was basically like the mainland, and then you could go across the bridge and you would be on Front Beach Road, Middle Beach Road, if anybody's familiar with Panama City. So I was about 20 minutes, 30, maybe 20 minutes from the beach. With traffic, sometimes if it was real heavy, I'd be 30 minutes away. It'd take me 30 minutes just because traffic. If there wasn't no traffic, I could be at the beach in like 15 minutes. But with the red lights and the traffic, because there's so many visitors come through there, it takes you like 30 minutes or so to get there. But
yeah, where's everybody at this morning?
I don't know. Maybe they just ain't woke up.
I appreciate everybody in the chats. Don't get me wrong. Hit that like button if you don't mind. What do we got coming up, Ray? We got Monday or Sunday night. We got the rabbit hole. What do we got coming up on the rabbit hole Sunday night? Come on, man. Clones. Are they cloning humans?
That's going to be a great topic, guys. If y'all like clones.
If y'all like clowns, you like clowns on a podcast. Make sure you.
Yeah, we're the clowns.
We're the clones.
We'll be discussing clones. Is the government cloning people? So, Fort Myers is cool.
Yeah.
I used to live over right next door to Tyndall.
Put the link out in the chat, Ray. Put the link out in the chat.
You want what link? Oh, the
rabbit hole.
Oh, the rabbit hole link? Okay. Let's see. Why does that keep popping up? I don't understand that, man. This video just keeps. The link to the video or the link to the channel?
Channel. Separate. Texting the life. Fort Myers is cool. Fort Myers. I'm having the wife pick me up some biscuits and gravy this morning. So I'm tired of making eggs.
Really?
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
I can't do that. I have to actually get up and go. I'd actually have to get up and get out. I don't want to do that either.
You got to get out of the house sometime, man.
I do. I'm just saying I don't. That would require me to get up and go sit in line in traffic at the food place.
Yeah. I mean, she's picking it up, so I ain't sitting out there anywhere. So.
But like, I mean, seriously, like, I'll go in here later and fry me some
protein shake.
I'll go in there and fry me some spam or something. I like spam. I like to fry me some spam.
Now you guys eat that spam, man. That's the most disgusting thing in the freaking world.
No, I fry it, dude. I love it cold.
I remember my parents when I was a kid used to make that spam, and I hated it.
I tell you what I like. I like potted meat too.
No.
Grew up on poor food, man. Bologna. I go in there and fry some bologna. Oh man, that's good for you.
No bologna.
Bologna's awesome, especially fried. Now, if you get gel bologna, don't eat gel bologna because it's like green and got alien glow in the dark crap in it. So
bologna's disgusting.
If your bologna glows, don't eat it.
I've never seen bologna glow. That would be strange.
That's because you ain't been to the right gel. I'm serious, dude. That bologna's nasty. I don't know where they get that. I actually love bologna, and what I do is I go to the bakery and I have bologna sliced. Don't buy sliced bologna in the little packs. I buy actual real bologna that they slice it for me, just like I do my ham and turkey. We don't buy packs of ham and turkey like that. We don't buy any of that. We get it from the deli. Yes, we get all ours from the deli, and we have them to slice it the way we want.
It's still processed meat.
It's not like those though, dude. It's different. There's a difference. They're cutting it off a big ham. You know what I mean? They're not.
Yeah, but it's still processed. It's garbage.
Not like that. You go try that crap that you just open up in a little pack. Now, I'm not saying I'm too good to eat that. I have eat that. Now, I'll tell you something my daughter likes, and I like it, but I'm not over buying it all the time, is salami. She loves that salami, dude. And I like pepperonis. I'm a pepperoni eater.
Salami's not bad. I like salami every now and then.
I like buying those pepperonis, the big ones. They're huge.
Oh, yeah.
Making sandwich out of those.
That's when you make your own pizza pie. Your own pizza pie. Just use a different kind of sauce. That red sauce tears me up. Anything red sauce tears me up. I don't know why. I gotta be careful.
He said I saw like pizza. Barbecue spam. Yeah, they have spam you can buy now. They got spam. They got some now in the cans that's got like bacon spam and with bacon in it and all kinds. I ain't never tried it, but I like just the regular. Just spam, and I like the name brand. I don't like to eat the cheap brand. I will, but I like the name brand. It's a little expensive, but I'm a big, like I said, I'm a sandwich guy. I like pimento cheese. I like homemade egg salad.
Canadian bacon.
Yeah.
Pepperoni.
That's high too in the store. You only get like 6 pieces in a little pack, and it's like outrageous, like $4 or $5.
Is wicked awesome. I've never had pepperoni on a bacon cheeseburger. I have to try that. I've never even thought of that. Huh.
But I also know that. Do you eat hot dogs?
Do what?
Do you eat hot dogs?
No,
okay.
No. Hell
I eat sausage dogs, like sausage. I don't eat hot dogs. I eat sausage. Like I like the big sausage links, I like to grill those. I like the jalapeno sausages and stuff like that. Like you go to a ball game or something, you don't eat a hot dog, steamed hot dog.
I might eat a hot dog at the ball game, but that's about it. But I'm not somebody that eats a lot of hot dogs, man. I'm just not a big hot dog fan. Yeah. Just not. Some people are. Yeah. That's okay. You know what they have in those nasty ass hot dogs? That's the shit part of it.
That's why I don't eat
it.
Don't eat it.
They grind up the shit part of the pig.
I don't eat it because I don't know what's in it. Who knows what's in it? Well, a lot of people say that about a lot of stuff, but I eat potted meat. You'd think I could eat a hot dog. So potted meat.
Exactly what is potted meat? What the hell is potted
Probably
meat?
just ground stomach or something, and
That's
some,
disgusting.
some preservatives or flavors, I don't know. There's something about it. Grow up on it, and you ain't got no choice. But I tell you what, I really hate, and I can't get past it.
In Hawaii, they serve Spam burgers at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Huh?
They have them on their Hawaiian buns. They're awesome, dude. I hear they're awesome. Yeah, I hear they're like their number one sandwich. Yeah. Yeah.
From what I remember, ain't Spam like real salty? It's like a real salty meat.
Yeah. Viney sausage or salty. Yeah, they're good too.
I can't eat it.
When you grow up on it, man, you ain't got no choice. But yeah, I mean, I like it. I like it.
I'm not putting you down. If you like it, you like it.
Oh no, I'm saying there's something to it that it is. It's a salty. It's a
the butthole. Exactly. That's what you have in a hot dog. The butthole.
So what you're saying on the can, it should say, "I eat ass." Yeah, Spam and eggs are good. Yeah, man. I mean, French toast. I mean, that's the thing. I fry me a good couple pieces of Spam, and I'll toast some bread, and I'll put some cheese and make a sandwich, or I'll fry some eggs. I'll cut the Spam up in little bitty like chunks, little pieces, and fry the Spam with the eggs, or scramble the egg up with the meat. I do that with a lot of meat though. Like I'll cook the meat and then drain it if it's got grease or whatever. And then I'll scramble some eggs. And then when they start cooking, I'll put the meat in it and then let it, and it'll be just scrambled eggs and meat. And then you can put that on a burrito shell. They're not too bad.
Thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll pass on that.
One thing I don't really eat is I don't dig on chips and stuff like that. I don't really care for chips and it's just they're so unhealthy.
Well, that's
they're really nasty.
That's bad for you. Chips are bad for you.
And everyone's like, "Oh, flavored chips and all that." Man, there's no telling what you're putting in you. That they're just nasty in my opinion. They're an unhealthy snack. Like seriously, like if I'm going to eat a snack or something, I want peanut butter and crackers. I want something that I can enjoy.
I'm allergic to peanut butter.
I know that would have to be bad.
Yeah, I used to eat peanut butter all the time for years. And then one day I ate a Reese's peanut butter cup and my throat about locked up. And I was like, what the hell?
I like peanut butter, man. I like taking peanut butter, making a peanut butter and syrup sandwich or a peanut butter and banana sandwich with fluff whip, like the marshmallow fluff. That's real good.
Eating ass is not going to happen no matter how good she looks. I
just meant the can of Spam. A lot of people think it's just, guts or something grinded up and throw it in a blender.
Grumpy says, I won't even eat popcorn. I like popcorn, plain popcorn.
Yeah.
Plain popcorn is good. I like
it gets hung in my throat a lot. Are you talking about the white popcorn or the yellow? You talking about white popcorn, no butter?
White. Yeah, white popcorn, no butter.
I'm a sucker for the caramel, whatever it's called.
That's good too.
Cracker Jacks or whatever. Yeah, God almighty.
Cracker Jacks. He likes the little prize in the box.
Yeah, I like the little ring or the sticker or it used to be. And that's what someone said. Why did you don't ever see that anymore? You don't see toys, actual real toys in the cereal boxes or like McDonald's. They used to have editions of toys and things in the Happy Meals.
Yeah.
And, you could buy the collections of cups and glasses and things like that. Now you can't. They their advertising went to nothing but prices went up on everything and they quit doing any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I haven't even seen a box of Cracker Jacks.
Do you remember like when they did that? Like there were California raisins, the little California the singing little things, dudes.
I was wondering where you went, Brown Chicken. Yeah, YouTube gets a little crazy sometimes. Go ahead, Ray. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, they always had the little figurines and the Smurf cups. They were glass cups, and they had the Smurfs on them, and then they had. I mean, there was a bunch of different things. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you don't even see the Ronald McDonald like bench anymore. You remember the bench outside of McDonald's? Sit on and it had the Ronald McDonald dude that was. You don't see none of that stuff, man. You don't see.
Yeah. can't have statues of a white guy sitting in the clown suit. Oh shit!
Yeah,
I should
you're
have
too
said that.
funny, dude.
I should have said that.
But it's just like, hey, I used to
Uh,
the California Raisins, man. They were awesome dudes. My favorite thing growing up, I'll tell you how poor I was, John, if it's to tell you anything. I was a fan of Ninja Turtles. I'm a Ninja Turtle freak, dude. I
so is
love
my
Ninja
son.
Turtles. My
My
favorite
son
Ninja
is.
Turtle was Raphael because he was just the rude, no filter, blunt, in your face guy. And that reminded me, maybe that's what I relayed my character off of growing up. You know what I mean?
Pringles.
Maybe that's how I portrayed me, growing up, my character, Raphael. Like I was like
Which is okay.
hard, you know what I mean? Like didn't have a TV
Yeah.
really long growing up when we were real, real young. But when I ever got a chance at my other family member's house or somebody that was a friend's house or something, I watched Ninja Turtles. And I loved it, dude. Loved it. God, I love Ninja Turtles. The cartoon, the original cartoons, the action figures, I never got.
Good
This is
morning.
how poor I was, John.
Go ahead.
I was a diehard fan of Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
I would still, I'm admitting to this, back in the 1980s,
Be careful
when
what
I
you
was a
mention.
kid, you used to get a Sunday paper and it was thick. Do you remember that? Do you remember the Sunday papers and they had all the sales papers and all the magazines and books in them and stuff? They were huge. They'd be sitting out people's store and they were big. They'd have J.C. Penney catalog, magazine, all that kind of stuff in there. Well, I would find a Sunday paper. I'd wait till Sunday and I would find just sitting on some random person's sidewalk and I would steal it. And I would take out the Toys R Us paper or one of the toy papers and I would wrap the newspaper back up and take it back to where I took it from. And I would keep that toys paper, the Toys R Us or the toy section. And I would look and find the Ninja Turtle section where they would advertise the little Ninja Turtles, for sale. I would cut those out. And that was my toys. That's how poor it was. We didn't have toys. And I would play with the paper Ninja Turtles. Yeah, seriously, dude. Like, man. That's how bad, that's how poor we were. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to make a joke. I'm being serious. Like, I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. But that's how poor we were growing up, dude. We never got stuff like that. And when I say we didn't have it, how can I be a sports fan? I never watched sports, never knew what certain sports were, you know what I mean? And never could play, so I never got interested, never took it. Never had a TV until like 1989 or 90, something like that, So, I mean, there's things that people don't understand. There is actual people that were dirt poor, And when I say we eat cornbread and beans every night for supper, I mean that. You know what I mean? Like literally, like really mean that. Like there was times we actually had Shriners that came to the house and would bring a couple boxes of food in because we were that poor. We got government cheese, which was the best cheese in the world, still is to this day. Powdered milk. I never drank milk growing up. I always drank water because that powdered milk was so nasty. I'd never drink milk, and I always thought every milk tasted like that, so I never touched it. So, but yeah, anyways, that was my toys growing up, was cutting toys out of the newspaper and playing with that. So, I mean, I don't want anybody feeling sorry for me. I'm just saying I'm not that anymore, that poor, but I'm just saying that. That's how bad and that's how much I love the Ninja Turtles. That was my favorite action cartoon growing up. And still to this day, it's still my favorite Ninja Turtles out.
Let me ask you a question.
All that stuff. What?
Let me ask you a question. Do you have stuffed animal and turtle stuff sitting around your house?
No. I got certain things. Well, I got certain things. I got like a little Ninja Turtle holder. My daughters just bought me.
Turtle tattoo? Do you have a Ninja Turtle tattoo?
No, dude. My daughters had bought me a couple little things to put in my truck, like with the Ninja Turtles, and I've got like this canister thing, a carrier. It's the Ninja Turtles. I don't have the action figures and stuff because I always told myself if I was a kid, I would have played with. I wouldn't have been smart, and I was so poor. I wanted to play with them. I would have never been able to keep them in the packs and collect them as collectibles. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, I would have wanted to play with them. So maybe that's why, I don't know. But now there's certain things that but I have I do have an old action figure from the old now I know a lot of people don't understand this, but I was a kid. I'm only 44. So when the movie Robin Hood came out with what's his name? What was it, the 80s or 90s? Robin Hood.
Sauerkraut balls too.
Kevin Costner.
Terrible.
Kevin Costner was Robin Hood.
Yeah.
I had some. I actually, my cousin gave me some action figures of him as Robin Hood and some of the characters, and I still got them put up at my mom's house in a box. Do you have a tattoo of Ninja Turtles on your arm?
No,
is that what you were showing me?
My son loved the Ninja Turtles, man. He wouldn't go. He had a Ninja Turtle stuffed Ninja Turtles, and he wouldn't go to bed without them. I mean, he loved the Ninja Turtles. He still does to this day.
I'm telling you, dude, they were, for some reason, they were my favorite, man. They were my favorite. I don't know why I took to it. I'd seen them, and I don't know. I guess I seen the cartoon or something.
I had to watch all the cartoons. I had to watch all the movies.
Well, I never got to. I got to a certain age, and then I went back and tried to watch all the reruns and stuff, and because I would only get, and it was only like Saturday morning, man. They show one show every Saturday morning, cartoons, you get to see the new episode, right. And it was, but yeah, that was, if anybody wants to know, that was my upbringing, how I played with toys. I'm telling you, there was 5 of us boys, one single mother, no other man in the house, no father. When she divorced my father, when I was 2, she never remarried. So she raised us on her own, going back to school. We had a real rough time when we were real younger until she got her education, her college degrees. And then she, like I said, she's retired from the state. She's retired from the medical field. Now she's went back. She's working like 200 hours a month and something else. Or something like that. I don't know. She gets so many hours. She works for herself private now. But she did good after she got got her education and different things. We started like moving out of the housing projects because we would live in the housing projects every place we were at growing up in Nashville and Lebanon and Carthage, different places around Nashville. And, but yeah, we started getting things a little bit easier, renting a house. Then she bought a house, and then, she sold it. And then we moved here, and we would move to this. I bet I went to 10 different elementary schools, 10, 11, 12, I guess, moving around because we were hellions. She didn't want us making friends with anybody.
Let me tell you, we didn't have a lot growing up.
We ran the streets.
We did at a certain, till I got to till I was like 12 years old. We did really well. And then after that, things got bad. So my teenage years was really bad as far as growing up. We didn't have a lot of money, and it was not good. Splinter.
Splinter was their father, whatever you call it.
Their master.
Yeah, Shredder was the enemy. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the enemy. Shredder. Yeah.
And Bebop and Rocksteady was the creatures, the creatures that they created. That Shredder created to fight against the Ninja Turtles.
Heroes in a half shell.
Turtle power. Cowabunga, dude. Cowabunga. Where y'all think that all comes from? The California Dreamers. Cowabunga, dude. And they. But yeah, dude, that was my favorite thing growing up was Ninja Turtles. I don't know why. For some reason, that cartoon I took to that more than anything. And,
hey, I got a question for you, Ray. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about moving the early morning show to like a later start time.
The later night show?
No, the later start time in the morning.
Oh, dude, I'm up, from 3 to 9, at least 9 at night. So I'm good them hours. I'm okay with whatever time you want to do it, man. I don't care. I just know I'm
trying to get up, get the dog together, and get.
Well, no, that's me. Like with the kid, getting her up, making sure she gets out of the house. I'm okay with that. Like she's just come through, a minute ago.
Thinking about moving it to like 10 o'clock or something like that. I don't know.
I'm on your show. You know what I mean? Like I'm on yours. So you invited me on. I came on. So you do your time and I'll come on. I'm saying any time up through the morning is really, really good. Anything after 3 or 2 o'clock in the evening, count me out until late or till later on that night because
No, yeah.
with
I
the
get
kid
that.
getting out of school, ball games, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm busy like from that time to a lot of things could be going on or some things come up during, from the afternoon like that. So
Teenage Mutant Ninja
no, man,
Turtles.
I'm down with whatever if you want to do. I just
We'll see what happens, but I'm thinking about changing it. But,
okay. When do we go? 7:00 my time? Or
What?
6? Or do we start at
It's eight-
7? We start
we
at
start
7
at
my
8,
time.
8 my time, 7 your time.
Okay, so 7 Central, 8 Eastern.
Yeah.
We start. What time is it now? 8:30 my time. So it's 9:30 your
9:30,
time.
9:30. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Whatever you want to do, man. I'm just here for the ride.
Stop thinking about it.
I'm here for the. I'm here for the. Seriously, like I'm here to support and to have fun and just.
And just bullshit. That's what we do. We just bullshit about whatever there is to.
Well, I mean, look
about.
what we went from, man. I mean, we went from motorcycle shit to Ninja Turtles. I mean, to my life story, man.
Motorcycles, food, Ninja Turtles, and
Ninja Turtles on motorcycles.
Ray's lifetime. My boy loved Ren and Stimpy. Yeah,
I didn't really care for that. Now, when that started coming out, I was more getting close to like preteens and stuff, and like Beavis and Butthead. I was a teenager. I didn't really care for Beavis and Butthead until maybe I was 17 or something. Then I was like, that's all right. But they just, sit around and, yeah,
I like Beavis and Butthead.
I like the other cartoon, not Ren and Stimpy. It was, there was another one. It was it was funny. What was the name of that? Not South Park and all that. I never took to South Park. I never understood that. I didn't either, dude. Yeah. I thought that was kind of just like too nasty for kids and stuff.
I never watched The Simpsons.
Oh, you remember Doug? Yeah, I remember Doug. Yeah. I think me and Robert's like right around the same age. I'm 44. I'll be 45 this year. So
see you, Grumpy. Have a great day.
All right, old man.
Yeah, we're getting ready to pop off here.
What was the name of that cartoon? There was Ren and Stimpy. There was
Ed, and Eddie. Ed, and Eddie.
Remember and Eddie? That was weird. Yeah. Let's ask Siri. What was the 90s cartoons?
His name was Eddie, so he liked Ed, and Eddie.
What was the 90s cartoons?
Here's an answer from Collider.com and other websites.
The 90s was a golden era for cartoons. It says some of the most popular cartoons of the times was Rugrats, Animaniacs, SpongeBob SquarePants. Really? SpongeBob was in the 90s? It's that old?
Yeah.
Man, yeah. Futurama. That was one I might have been thinking about. DuckTales was good. Doug. Okay, Doug. Like he said, Doug. X-Men. X-Men was good. Let's see. I don't know if the Ninja Turtles ran through the 90s, did they?
It should have, yeah.
Tiny Toons, Looney Tunes, which them been classics. Tom and Jerry and them has been around for God almighty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hell, I mean,
thank you, Siri.
I watched Flintstones, Tom
oh
and
Jerry.
Yeah.
Siri, goodbye.
Robert said he just turned 42.
Oh, so he's a little younger. Okay. Not by much.
Yeah, just a couple of years, man. Rock's Modern Life. Salute your shorts. The Jetsons. Yeah, I remember the Jetsons.
I like the Jetsons, but I didn't take to it really big time,
The Jetsons.
Pinky. Maybe that's the one I was thinking about. Pinky.
What the hell's Pinky?
It was a 90s cartoon. Like,
okay.
I was
raising the family.
The Powerpuff Girls. Did you watch the Powerpuff Girls?
No, I was raising the family in the 90s. Thank you very much.
Dexter's Laboratory, Animaniacs, Batman, the animated series. Okay, Rugrats, Darkwing Duck. Okay.
Pinky in the Brain. I remember
Yeah,
that one.
Pinky. Yeah. Hey Arnold. Yeah. Tailspin. Doug. Pinky in the Brain. Yeah. Rescue Rangers.
He liked the
X-Men.
Smurfs.
Captain Planet. That was okay. It wasn't that great, but I love my two. I'm telling you, my favorite one was Ninja Turtles, but my second all-time favorite all time was G.I. Joe. I can't believe it ain't even on here. G.I. Joe, man.
Didn't have
That had to
G.I. Joe
be.
when I was a kid. When I was a kid,
Huh?
there wasn't no cartoons of G.I. Joe. I don't remember.
No, you had like what? Mickey Mouse, probably more
what
like.
the hell are you talking about?
No, like you was 70s, right? So you would have had Mickey Mouse and
I was 70s.
Arnold, or what was the other name of that?
Hong
here.
Kong Phooey, number one super guy. Yeah, I remember Hong Kong Phooey.
Yeah, let's see. Super Friends, Harlem Globetrotters, the Pink Panther. You had Groovy Ghouls. Yeah. You had the best of the 70s. You had the mystery van and all the mystery mobile. Scooby Doo, yeah.
Scooby Dooby Doo. No, Robert came up with it before we did. Where
the
are
Pink
you?
Panther, yeah. The Addams Family cartoons.
Pink Panther.
Yeah.
Pink Panther, yeah. Da-dun, 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 da-dun.
Hong Kong Phony, yeah. You had the
Hong
Roman
Kong Phooey, not phony.
Let's see. The Adventures of Batman, Harlem Globetrotters. You had, the Roman Holidays, Captain Caveman. That was a good one.
Oh, that was a good one. Captain Cave.
Yeah. I like
And
Woody
Son.
Woodpecker. You had all those Super Friends, the Great Ape Show.
The Great Ape Show, yeah.
Fat Albert and the Cosby something cartoon. Flash Gordon. You had Godzilla cartoon.
Yeah.
Gabberjaw. Cartoon. Josie and the Pussycats cartoon, Return of the Planet cartoon, Scooby-Doo, Space Sentinels cartoon, Speed Buggy cartoon, the ABC Saturday Superstar movie, okay, the Robotonic Stooges,
We got to roll.
Battle
Ray.
of the Planets, Valley of the Dinosaurs.
We got to roll, Ray.
Okay.
Wife's bringing me some food, so.
Okay, guys. Thanks for coming.
Hey,
thanks
for being here. Thanks for being here, Ray. Like always. And don't forget to check out the Rabbit Holes Sunday night. And we'll be back here on Retired. Yeah, we'll be back here on Monday morning too on Retired Rider, and then we'll be back on Raysmotolife on Tuesday, and we'll be doing it all again next week. So hope you guys will join us. Have a great day, and I guess unless Ray has anything else to say.
No, I'm good. Thanks, everybody.
All right. See y'all.
Peace out.
Take care now.